Oh my annoying decks. What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel, and today's episode features so many annoying decks. Okay, not so many. Maybe there's only 2 annoying decks, and there's 3 matches we are going to be watching. Links in the description below. But before we jump into those, let's go ahead and open up this lock booster that we just got. This last match took me like an hour, dude. It was that annoying. It came down to time. Now, let me go over what this deck is, okay? Let's take a look at it. I decided that what I want to do until we actually get a new banner, I want to revisit some old figures that you don't ever see. So the figure we're going to be featuring today is the Machamp. Now, Machamp, I believe, was around during launch, okay? And it has an interesting wheel, or not wheel, but ability, Guts. If this Pokemon has a special condition, it deals plus 50 damage. Now, at the time, when this thing got status, it was either burned or paralyzed. That's how the meta was back then. And if it was burned or paralyzed, one of the the dodge would go away. I think it was a dodge. The dodge or the attack? It was the dodge. It was definitely a dodge, I believe. And it just makes it have a miss. Like, you don't want to plus 50 but have a large miss. It wasn't until that we actually got the Milotic that kind of allowed you to status your own figures. So I was like, okay. Let's bring out the Machamp and let's have 2 Milotics. That way we can confuse ourselves and give ourselves a plus 50 damage. Although, look at the wheel. 60, 60, 80. We hit for a max of what? 130. And with the deck that I'm running, I do have the Lucario and the Mega, or the Mega Lucario and the Mega Blaziken. So that'll also it'll buff the Machamp plus 10. So this thing can hit for a whopping 140. This just goes to show that what I was talking about in the last video, there needs to be a revamp of all figures. Machamps, the damages either need to decrease or the Guts ability needs to increase in damage by like 70, 75. But I doubt I see them doing that. If they ever do buff Machamp, he should definitely be hitting. Karate Chop should be 80, and the submission should be for 100. That's what I think. So we are rocking, let's see, Marshadow, Combuskin into Blaziken, Mega Blaziken, and the Lucario. Swap, Long Throw, Double Chance, Mighty Sphere, and the Max Revive. Like I said, we have 3 matches. And we're going to start with the match that actually we'll talk about as I go. But let's jump into match numero 1. All right, this match we are going up against... don't remember who it was. Oh, look at this deck. I remember. Okay, so we were going up against this player. We're going against you, okay? And just take a look at this deck. Rush, 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 rush into the Resolute. Hurdle jump. Annoying. Annoying. And you have to KO this thing twice. Like, this deck is so annoying. Super rushy. And I was like, oh my god, I don't even want to go up against this deck. But they go first. They're going to open up with the Coco, and I'm going to be defensive right away with the Lucario. They're going to take my entry point. We're going to cover up the goal. And now they're going to rush up with the Fracture. I'm like, that's interesting, because now we can move up the Marshadow, and my opponent is going to DC here for some reason. I have the chains on him. I guess they're hoping that I hit my 30, but it's like, dude, you never DC against a like, unless you're going to win or going to lose, don't ever DC against a figure like that. That's just, the wheel is too inconsistent. The odds were not that good. So I'm going to hop over. I'm not going to attack. I thought about attacking, but I decided not to. And they are going to waste, and they are going to cover or use their goal blocks. Now I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to DC with my Combuskin. Don't fail me. We do get the Cyclone Kick. Let's go. Get rid of this garbage-ass Fracture. I hate this figure. It's too good. It really is. Not really. Kind of, sort of. It's just annoying. So we get the evolution, and then they're going to rush with the Keldeo. I'm going to protect my Lucario because I don't want it hitting the Hydro Kick. And it's going... Did it X attack? Or X speed? Yeah, it X speeds here. And thank God Blaziken is not being Blaziken and actually doing good. So he's going to get the evolution off. And now I'm just going to bring on my Milotic. They're going to bring on their Feebas. I'm going to advance up with my Milotic. Then I'm going to bring on my other one. And then we're going to bring on the Machamp. The Machamp, the feature of this episode. He attacks again, and damn, I can't believe Blaziken won 2 rolls in a row. I was like, wow, maybe I should reconsider Blaziken. I thought my opponent was going to, I was like, do I really want to move here? Because I don't think my opponent's going to Mega and go after Machamp, but we're going to test it. And he does. And I was like, oh, God, please land your purple. Please land your purple. Boom. Let's go. He lands the purple. We're plus 50, but we're actually only plus or negative 10, or what are we? Because we are poisoned or we are noxious, we are, yeah, we're only plus 10. We're at negative 40, but plus 50. Yeah, we're only plus 10. But we do get the surround. He was hoping for the KO. And now my opponent is going to attack, and we do get the blue pulse. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to be poisoned anymore. I'm going to actually confuse myself. And now we are, what the? Oh, I swap here to cover both entry points. I love the swap. It's such a good underrated plate in my opinion. But we do confuse ourselves. We are now plus 50. When I leveled this thing up, I put everything into this karate chop. That way, when I am confused, it'll spin into the submission. So now I'm hitting for 130. So we take the entry point, we cover up. They do not have a long throw. They're going to X attack here and go after my Marshadow. Can we please get the dodge? That's what we need. We do get the dodge. We clutch it. Let's go. And now all we have to do is move up our Blaziken, because we do have the Mega Blaziken. And if they do get rid of our Marshadow, we can Mega Evolve, and then we can move through and capture the entry point again. They are rocking a double X speed. Very interesting. But unfortunately for them, they get the quick attack, and we get the Spectral Thief. And that is pretty much GG, boys. I'm going to advance up with my Machamp, because Machamp is the champ. And we do hit the karate chop, hitting for 110. And the opponent is going to evolve into the Milotic. So what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to move up my Blaziken. Even if you do confuse my Blaziken, it's no big problem. But he's going to try and get the KO here. And he gets the blue pulse again. Right for 130. Let's go. And now he's going to confuse me. Doesn't matter, because we're going to Mega Evolve. We're going to get rid of this the status condition. And now it's pretty much GG, boys. And we're also getting the buff from, and I don't attack here. We burn this thing, and we actually get the buff. So now I'm hitting for plus 60. 120 and 140. The opponent has to get, they have to get real lucky here. They're going to attack my Blaziken, my Mega Blaziken, and we get the Wall Crusher into their blue pulse. And that is GG, boys. So, Craney, to answer your question, are confusion and status decks coming back to the meta? I don't know, man. I honestly don't think so, because evolutions, because of Mega Evolutions, because of evolutions. If you status something, they can just evolve. So, but then again, if you are rocking the Poliwrath, even after you get KO'd, like even after they Mega or even after they evolve, after they cure the status, you can status them again. So I don't know. I guess I have to test a little more. All right, let's jump into. All right, these next 2 matches, guys, I will warn you, are long and annoying. Let's jump into match number 2. All right, this match. Oh man, I was so upset when I saw this, and we were playing against a familiar face. And look at this deck. We're playing against I Yank It. Okay, I mean, look, they're rocking the Ultra Beast deck. I have not played an Ultra Beast deck in forever, and this match came down to the wire. Some very crucial misplays by both of us. So they're gonna bring on this Poipole, and they're not gonna launch because they know they predict. You know, we're filling each other out. No need to. So I'm gonna bring on the my Milotics, set up the Shuppet wall. Now they're going to bring on up the Poipole. So now I'm gonna cover up the entry point. Bring the Machamp back just in case they want to attack. So I'm going to Mighty Sphere here just so we can get the surrounds, bring them to RPC. And now this man is bringing up this annoying figure, which I do not like, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm going to back off because the Poipole could have surrounded me. He doesn't want to attack, doesn't want to risk me. He doesn't want to risk him getting a bad roll and then me surrounding him. But they're going to attack here, and fortunately for us, we get rid of this Tapu Fini. And now I'm just going to come after this Pheromosa, and we get the white on white. I was like, wow. See, there's a reason why I didn't DC there, because it's not good odds, but I was just like, we can just attack. And I was like, wow, okay, we got the roll. I'm with it. So now they're going to scoop up, and they're going to bring on this annoying figure, which I do not like, and they're going to attack. I'm like, please, please, please. just get your purple on my gold, but that is not what happened. He does get the Gyro Ball into the Spectral Thief. So our Marshadow is gone, and I'm like, well, I have nothing else to do. We're going to attack again, and again we get the roll. I was like, wow, okay, let's go. Doesn't matter if I'm relaxed. We got rid of them, and they are going to have to cover up. So great play there. My plan was to max revive, but they saw the surround coming. But we're going to attack here, and now they have to go away. And now I'm going to max revive here. Now I'm going to bring it up next to my... I'm going to try to bring up next to my my low tick, and then we can go for the swap spot. But I should have moved on that side, actually. So my opponent makes a mistake here. Comes and attacks me. Doesn't have to attack me. Does not have to attack me. And then he has a good chance of surrounding me. But because he attacked me and got the miss roll, we dodged a bullet there. So now they're attacking again, and we get the dodge. I'm like, okay, we are surviving the rendezvous. Let's go. I think, what do I do here? I make a Lucario. Oh, yeah, make a Lucario because I want to threaten this side right here. I want to be a little aggressive here now that we're doing really well. I want to threaten the surround too. But then the opponent plays the Rocket Ride. Good thing for us that they were not rocking the Mighty Sphere. So we're in RPC. So I'm going to DC here. We're gonna go for like the win pretty much. So we have to get our gold, and we don't get it. We don't get our gold, and now they live to see another day. I'm going to cover up just in case. I wanted to move forward, but I did not. So they're going to switch here, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to move up. I'm not going to attack because if we do get the KO and they do get the white tentacles, they can now control us. And I was like, okay, we're not going to do that. We're just going to unrelax our... What's his name? My low tick. But he does get the call signal, and I'm like, oh, no. All right, since this is it, we pretty much have to go for this again. Can we please? Come on. Actually, I don't even know if I could have outdamaged him if I did hit my white because I am poisoned. Yeah, I think I would have outdamaged him. Yeah. So we go for it again, and yeah, we're just not getting rolls, so we're just going to continue attacking. And they get the miss, but yeah, we are poisoned. I would have done 40 damage, so 20. Yeah, I would have outdamaged him. Okay, so I would have outdamaged him. So he moves away again. He can move here. I don't know why he just didn't move there, and he could have surrounded me. But I'm going to swap spot here. We're going to attack and hopefully get another roll. And unfortunately, this time we do not win it. It would have been good there if we end this one. And dude, we just can't close it. We can't get the rolls to close the game. Now they're going to max revive. Bring on this Pheromosa. Ultra Beast user is going to be really scared, but it's okay. We can surround here and get rid of this figure. And now they're going to attack, and I'm like, oh no, it's coming. I know it. It's coming, and there it is. There it is, and there goes our Marshadow. So now I'm just trying to attack again, and we keep getting these rolls with my low tick on the Pheromosa. That's awesome. So now that they have to cover up goal, I'm going to attack again. Hopefully we can get either white on white or their blue to have them move away. We do get the magic coat, so they are now poisoned. And the opponent here DCs, gets the call signal. They bring on this stupid figure back again. And I'm going to attack again. And we get the blue pulse. Hold on, let me see what my opponent has. So I decided to confuse this guy because we don't want him hitting rendezvous. So he basically has to hit fly to hit the rendezvous. So that's a good play. He doesn't have the max revive. Okay. So now he's going to move in, and now I'm going to attack here. And this is where the interesting play comes. I do hit the Aura Sphere. Okay. So what I decided to do was I got rid of the Pheromosa. And okay, I just want to preface this right now. I had under 30 seconds left in the game. When you're up against the clock, like I always am, you tend to make irrational plays. So I had the option. I can get rid of the Poipole, or I can get rid of the Pheromosa. Let's discuss both plays. If I get rid of the Poipole, then the opponent has to cover up the goal the following turn with the Pheromosa and has to attack and hopefully wins a roll against my low tick. Probably not likely, then I would surround for the win. Or he could not cover the goal with the Pheromosa, and then he could rocket ride my low tick. Let's see. 1, 2, probably right here. 1, 2, or maybe over here. 1, 2, yeah, maybe over here. And then my Lucario would still be here, and he would have his Pheromosa here, and then he would have his Tapu Fini. Would be I would probably attack the following turn with my Lucario, and then he can freely move on the Tapu Fini. So I don't make that play. And what I did was I did a mistake. I moved the Pheromosa. The opponent still can Rocket Ride, and the opponent has the long throw. He does have the Mighty Sphere because he just didn't play it. After I made that play, I was like, oh my god, I just lost the game, because all he has to do is long throw right here, and there goes my low tick. Like I said, we're under 30 seconds. I believe they had like a minute or maybe 50 seconds. Like, they were up on time. And I was just so upset with myself. I was like, dude, I should have just taken the extra 10 seconds to think it out. But like I said, when the clock is running down, you don't think. And my opponent makes a big mistake and Rocket Rides. He Rocket Rides, and I was like, oh my god. I cannot believe you just Rocket Ride, because now we still have a chance to win the game. We have 4 figures on the board, and they only have 2. So now they're going to move on, and I'm going to move up, and then he's going to move back, and then... Does he attack or do I attack? Pawnee on the Pawnee. And then I move forward, and then my opponent actually rage quits. I think he rage quits because he realized at the mistake that he made. He should have long throwed, surrounded my Milotic, but now, because of his mistake, it is a 4v2. And like I said, I was down by like 20 seconds, but I would have closed in with those 4 figures. So, good games. Let's jump into match number 3. Oh my, this headache on this match. Now, I know Machamp is like the feature of this episode, but I was trying, and just alone, like, I didn't even use Machamp that last match. I didn't even use... Yeah, Machamp. So basically, my 5 figures, maybe even 4 figures, basically took out the Ultra Beast. So that always feels good. And Misplays. Okay. So I'm playing against this player. 3.3 water deck, and I'm like, no problem. Doesn't look that bad. I mean, we haven't seen Empoleons in for... Are these level 10? No, they're only level 5. Dodge was that small? Really? We haven't seen Empoleon in a while, but they do have that annoying entry drive, okay? And I'm like, I see this water deck. I'm like, no Tapu Fini, no problem. Like, this shouldn't be a big deal. We got 1 Magikarp into the Mega Gyarados, and then we have 2 Manaphies. That's just going to, buff them up to 60. But this man has Pokemon Switch, Recycle, Max Revive, and Counter Attack. And that's what makes this deck so annoying, because even if you get rid of these things, they're on the bench, they can keep switching and bringing figures back on. It's like kind of like the Ghetto Man Tapu Fini. Like, this deck was so annoying to deal with. Let's see how it played out. So they're going to open up. I'm going to bring on my... there's no point in rushing. There's no point in rushing this deck because of what they have. So I'm just going to set up, like I said, we're going to set up the Shuppet Wall. We're going to bring our Machamp close. Just, try to get him that blue pulse. So we're going to take this opportunity. We are going to Mighty Sphere here. Set up the surrounds. And I'm just going to play back and forth. I'm kind of waiting to see where this last Empoleon goes, because wherever he goes, I'm going to bring Combusken on the opposite side. So that's why you see me going back and forth a lot currently right now. So he's going to just kind of move up back and forth. And then he finally moves on that Empoleon. I'm like, sweet, now we can move our Combusken on this side. So I'm going to move back. He's going to move forward. And I'm like, go ahead. You can come at me. I don't really care. I can just hope that we survive here, but we don't. So we get out damage there. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We can move over Lucario. I trust in Lucario, and then we can surround you the following turn. Opponent is going to stay in attack for some reason and gets the roll, of course. And I'm like, okay, this is annoying. Hitting for 151. So now we're down 2 months, but I'm going to Max Revive here. We're going to bring the Lucario back onto the board. He's going to come forward. He's going to attack my Marshadow. I agree. Why would you not? But then again, Spectral Thief. Did you guys forget about what that attack does? I'm hitting for a whopping 140. Let's take a look at what that does. I bet my opponent didn't even realize. The attack's damage is boosted by the amount of any attack damage increases from the opponent's abilities. So we are getting that plus 60 buff. Thank you, Manaphy. So now we can move up. The opponent is going to attack here, try to get the evolution off, and fortunately for us, we do get the Cyclone Kick. and that thing goes directly to the PC, and we are going to evolve our Blaziken. So now I'm like, all right, things were pretty good. Now what we gotta do is close in. So the opponent is going to max revive here. They're gonna bring on the Magikarp. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We're gonna actually move our Lucario over. And my opponent here, 3.3, almost 3.4. Like, bro, you gotta know this. You have to know this. Like, why would you attack into me, knowing that I have the Mighty Sphere, knowing you're gonna take the evolution, and knowing you're gonna get surrounded? But then again, maybe because of just the plates they have and how annoying this deck is, I think they're like, you know, I don't care. I think we can get them back. So we surround here. We get rid of these things. So I'm like, cool. This is good. The annoying mons are gone. We're good. Annoying mons are gone. Max revive is gone. They're going to get the evolution off. That is fine. We are going to... What do? I take the entry point here, I think? No, I Blaziken. Oh, yeah. I Blaziken here. Since they got rid of the max revive, I'm trying to get rid of both these figures is what I'm trying to do. Or I'm trying to get rid of the other figure. But we get the Jet Kick. We get the Jet Kick, and that's very unfortunate. I definitely should have just DC'd. Yeah, I should have just DC'd there. That was actually... See, that was a bad play. Because now that they have the Empoleons back on. Yeah, that was a mistake on my end. And this is where things kind of fell apart. So I'm going to DC here. We're going to try and get the blue pulse on the Gyarados. But right there, I was scared. I was like, I don't want to re-roll. I don't want him getting Storm and knocking both my mons onto the bench. So we're going to DC again. Get the Confusion, please. And hit Storm again. And I'm like, oh my god. Okay, can we please get it? Thank god. All right, we got the blue pulse. This thing is now confused. And it's not the Mega. I believe it's... Yeah, that's the Mega. The Mega's... Yeah, this isn't the Mega. The Mega's in my PC. So now they're going to move back. They're going to attack me. I'm like, come on, Blaziken. Dodge on Jet Kick. I'm like, okay. That was close. I think we moved Lucario up now. Yeah, we moved Lucario up now. Just in case I get KO'd here. And I do. Roll the miss. There you go, Blaziken. Doing Blaziken things. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mega here. And what I do is I don't attack because I see that this Empoleon is on the deck. So I just attack just to cut it off. And he's going to attacker. He's just trying to sack. So I do get the blue pulse. I decide to confuse myself, I believe. Yep, to give myself the plus damage. And what I should have done, I'm playing scared here, and that's probably why this deck was so annoying because of how scared I'm playing. But we do get rid of the Gyarados, and what I should have done prior, I should have just DC'd with my Lucario. But I move up. What am I doing? That was a huge mistake. Yep, that was dumb. Dumb of me. Definitely should have DC'd with my Lucario. And now I'm like, oh, and that's when I realized, I was like, oh my god, I forgot how annoying this deck is. My opponent, for some reason, I don't know why he just not YOLO and go after my low tick. I don't, maybe he was, I guess he was, yeah, maybe he was just trying to get his Gyarados back. Though maybe that is a good play. So now he's moving over, trying to get rid of my, trying to get rid of the Marshadow, but again, thank you, Manaphy. And I'm like, all right, things should be good here. And then he pulls the switch, and I was like, oh, no. And that's when I realized, like, oh, no, this is going to be annoying. This is going to be absolutely annoying. My poor Milotic gets KO'd there, and since he hit Hyper Beam, I get to go again. Or it's my turn. So I'm going to advance up with the Blaziken. We do not have the Mega. He's going to pull the switch again, and like this is what I said. I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me right now. So we're going to attack this thing. Hopefully we get the Cyclone Kick, but we do not. We get KO'd. But it's my turn again because of the Hyper Beam. Now he brings on his Empoleon. I attack here. We do get the Aura Sphere. I'm trying to get rid of this thing. But we do not. So now he brings up the... And does he attack me? Yeah, he attacks me. Big mistake there. Did not need to attack there. We luckily get the... Not luckily. It's Lucario, man. Lucario's a beast. So we get the Fortune roll. And I see him trying to come over to my Marshadow again. We're going to try and protect him. And I'm like, come on, Machamp, get something cool. Nah, it didn't work. There was no way we were going to out-damage that thing. So he's going to attack again, and again we get the Spectral Thief. Goodbye, Empoleon. I think both of them are gone. Nope, he still has one more. And that's what's so annoying about these decks, man. I remember when X-Attack used to play this deck with the Curons, dude. They're so annoying. What did he use here? I don't know what he used. DC. Oh, yeah. So he DCs here. We get the dodge. I'm like, all right, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. But I got to figure out a way to close in. Like, how am I going to beat this? I know I could have surrounded. I know I can surround this Empoleon. But if I do, then it brings on the Gyarados. So I'm slowly trying to creep up to surround it. Now he sees what's going on. He's going to back off. So now we're going to bring up the other Milotic. And now my opponent's going to play the Recycle. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. He's got Max Revive. I've got Max Revive. He's got 2 switches. This is going to be forever. But I figure that my Blaziken, my Mega Blaziken, is my win condition because I can get rid of the Pokemon that's on the entry point. So, I don't know if I attacked. But we do get the Blue Pulse. I'm like, let's go. And that's the bad Gyarados. He has the Max Revive. I don't know why he hasn't maxed this one yet to bring on the Mega. Probably because he wouldn't be able to, because he would have to. Yeah, because we're using a switch. Okay, that's probably why. Anyway, so he's gonna bring on the Empoleon. I'm like, that's fine. Did I attack? Because he can't attack upon entry. So did I attack there? Play back. Max Revive. I did attack there. Huh. Debatable. But anyway, so I'm gonna cover this, and he's gonna pull the switch. He's going to bring on that Gyarados. I'm like, why would you do that, bro? Because now you're gone and you're in my PC. Big mistake. So now we're going to threaten the surround here. I'm like, Blaziken, please, Blaziken. I need you right now. Thank God, Blaziken. That could have been very bad if we lost that roll. But now we're pretty good. We got rid of both those Empoleons. We are surviving. The only problem is I am under 20 seconds left, guys. I am under 20 seconds left. So I confused myself to give myself the attack buff, and I see this open slot right here, so I'm going to bring my Blaziken over. We're going to Mega, and we're going to get rid of this Manaphy. So we Mega here. I'm like, please get the Wall Crusher. Please get the Wall Crusher. So we attack. Let's go. Thank God. We get the Wall Crusher. That Manaphy is gone. This Gyarados is confused. So now what we have to do is we have to DC with our Lucario. I'm like, Lucario, all you got to do is land any sort of attack, right? But you know, with my luck, this asshole would somehow hit a miss, but he doesn't, and I hit the dodge. And I'm like, don't do this to me, Lucario. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. Thank God. Thank God we got it. Probably should have got rid of the Manaphy, but we don't. And so that's pretty much GG, boys. The opponent, like, I have to roll a miss here, and we hit the dodge, and let's go. That is GG, boys. Now, for somebody who's rocking a deck that's super annoying, and, like, no offense, I don't think you make the greatest plays. I mean, I don't make the greatest plays at all, like, you know, at times too, but just to see how annoying that deck can be alone, just by the plates and the abilities of those figures. So, we did not get to show off the Machamp that well. I think I might be testing it a little more. But next, again, we're going to look back into the archives of old figures and see what we can do. So we're going to cut it there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.